I'm becoming a pink person, which is bananas. Hello and welcome back to the DoSo Knits YouTube channel. My name is Kristen and I am a knitter and military spouse now living in Denver, Colorado. Thank you guys so much for coming back, and if this is your first time checking me out, thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Today's video is episode 27 of the DoSo Knits Podcast. It is long overdue. It's been about a month since my last video, so I'm very excited to show you guys what I have been up to. It's been a whirlwind. So the first thing I would like to do is just say thank you to all of you guys so much. Throughout the past month, I've posted a couple times on Instagram and in my last vlog, just in general about how I'm not posting as much just with the transition of our move from Germany here to Colorado. I went into it thinking I could do it all and like record right away, and it's just been a lot. So I really appreciate all of the kind words every time I've made a post that people are saying to take my time, that you'll be here when I am ready to come back, and it just really made me feel okay to take the time to get a lot of the transition done. And I'm really excited to share with you guys what I've been working on, what I've finished, and just a little bit more about what's been going on, probably later at the end of the video. But just seriously, if you are a person who is patiently waiting, thank you so much. And I understand not wanting to be patient because there are podcasters that I watch as well who I just want to know what's happening. So I really appreciate all of you guys throughout this journey. That kind of moves us into this crazy setup that I have. This is my temporary hotel room. Isn't it gorgeous? So until we can move into our apartment in December, which is when all of our stuff should be getting here from Germany, we are in this temporary living facility now in Colorado, and it is basically an apartment, a hotel mixture. So we have a kitchen, we have a dining room, we have a living room, we have this bedroom. So I'm kind of recording where I can. So I'm sitting in the bedroom right now. Ebony is here with me on the bed. You can kind of see in the background a nice lamp and then a giant green thing hanging down because there's a mirror back here and I'm sitting in front of a window here and it was reflecting really bad. So I've put up a giant green thing. The setup will just kind of be ebb and flow for now because it's not ideal, but I need to sit probably more in front of a window so the lighting is okay, because all these lights are very orange in the apartment. So the natural lighting is definitely going to be the way to go. So my options are limited. So I appreciate it and we will figure it out. Since the move, we've gotten a lot of things figured out and settled. We have an apartment that we will move into in December, and we've gotten a new car. Shane and I have both started new jobs and it's going really well. So I'm very happy and excited to be here, and I'm happy to share with you guys today all the knitting that I've been doing. It's not a lot. I've started some new projects, and you know, some of the things that I brought from Germany still aren't done, but it'll be okay. Anyway, let's move into some knitting. So if you'd like to find me other places, I am DoSo Knits on Instagram, YouTube, and Ravelry. On Ravelry, I try to keep my show notes and project pages up to date. And then the show notes are on dosoknits.com, and then you can search for specific patterns. In the show notes, I have put tags for all the patterns and projects that I do. That way, if you need to go back and reference the videos that I talk about specific projects, you can do that from the website, dosoknits.com. But I also have my Ravelry project pages if that's more accessible for you as well. So let's move into the finished objects I have this month. So in October, because this is basically an October recap, I finished 2 different things. And if you'd like to guess, yes, they are socks. And not only are they socks, I have finished 2 pairs of DK weight socks. So the first ones I finished, I showed briefly in my vlog, which is the last video. I knit a pair of DK weight socks for my husband Shane. He has not been privy to wear these yet, so he'll probably be happy that I'm podcasting because all of his knit socks are currently in need of being washed. So I finished both of these. They do not match because I was definitely playing a bit of yarn chicken. For him, I only did 3 colors for the leg, and then I did 2 colors for the cuff. I did my German short row heel, which is, I guess, my go-to heel, thinking about it, is the one I do the most often. And then just a simple foot down to the toe. I used the DK Vanilla Socks pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady, which is a free pattern. I love that pattern. I did do 4 less stitches than the medium size because Shane's feet, he needs slightly smaller than a medium. So I did 4 less stitches than that. And yeah, you can see on these, I did a little bit of a edging of the color and then moved into the second color of the cuff. And then after the color finished, that's when I started the leg. For the yarn, I used Knit Picks Felici. It is the colorway Base Jump. And Felici is an 80 superwash merino 20% nylon. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty with all these details. Oh, it's crazy how I can just fall out of this. But I really enjoyed these. I just needed something very quick to get on and off the needles. I saw a post from FibreBound and she was doing DK socks and I was like, that's exactly what I need. So I just grabbed the Knit Picks Felici. I found where the color changes happened and then held them double. That's how I lined them up, was by finding a color change. And then I just held it double to get the DK the whole way through. And you can barely tell, like there was not a lot of marling that happened between color transitions. Like you may be able to tell. You can barely tell here where like one switched to the orange a couple stitches before the blue. But DK socks are just so fast and they just go so quickly, and I really love self-striping. It just makes you go to the next color. And he will not care that they don't match. And I think I only had like 15 grams left. So I may have been okay, but I think this will be okay. It was a good test to see if he's going to like DK socks or not, because I have not made him a pair yet. So we shall see if he likes them. So moving on to the next finished object, I finished my Oktoberfest Socks. I also did DK for these. I initially started a fingering weight, just like a normal vanilla sock. And the plan was to knit it on the plane. And then I worked mostly on the Shawlography and realized I'm probably not going to get as much done of these socks that I need to. So I ripped it out, pulled it out, started again, did DK socks, and even still, I finished these socks on October 31st, the last day of the month. So, really cut the deadline close for this knit along from Desert Vista Dye Works. But here they are. So again, I did DK socks. I just found where the color change happened to get them to match up. The yarn for this is Desert Vista Dye Works Zeon base. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it's her sparkle base, and the color is Cold Play. Let me look. It is Cold Play Royal Palace for the color. So it's a superwash merino, nylon, and sparkle. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Yeah. And actually on these, I followed Kay's pattern almost exactly. I did shorten the leg a lot. I really like the ankle length socks. They're my favorite. So I shortened it. I did 2 colors for the cuff with a little accent of blue there. 2 colors. And then I did a normal heel flap. I was just really feeling a heel flap for these. And yeah, mine do actually match. And it worked out really well because this color is the color right for the transition. So it worked out really, really well. Barely wasted any color stripes, and I'm really excited for these. I love DK socks. I am happy that I'm in a place that I think I can wear them a little more often. And actually I might throw these on because I've already taken photos. And yeah, really liked these. Like I said, came in at the deadline. I wasn't working on them that much because I spent a lot of time on my shawlography. And with that, that is all of the finished objects I have for October. I did not finish a bunch. It's just been crazy, and I've been working on the shawlography, which, as you may or may not know, is quite a bit of knitting. So, and I started a bit late. I didn't start that late, did I? Okay. Anyway, so the first work in progress that I spent most of October working on is the Shawlography Mystery Knit Along from Stephen West. It is currently living in my Mountain State Stitches Bumblebee bag. Sherlock has to go check the door. All right. So it is living in my Mountain State Stitches Bumblebee bag. Before I show the shawl, I will give you a time code to go to, but I will show you the yarns first. They fit just perfectly in the bottom of this bag. So all of my yarns are Holst Garn Super Soft, which comes in these nice little pre-done cakes. So they're 100% wool. They're 50 grams each, and it's a fingering weight. So this is my color A. This is Gold Crest. My color B is Oatmeal. Color C is Sugar Snap, which is a pink. D is Bleached White. And then E is Kingfisher. So I think the orange and the turquoise are my favorite colors for the entire shawl. I'm using the recommended needle size in the pattern, so a 3.5mm needle. It's my ChowGoo Interchangeables. And yeah, I've worked through section 8 of Clue 2. So if that is more ahead than what you would like to see, I will post a time code for you to go to so that you can miss the shawl, but I will be showing it in 3, 2, 1. So this is my shawlography so far. Da-da-da. Oh, it looks really nice on camera. I love podcasting, I think, because when I show you things on camera, they look really nice. So here is the A orange bit, and then I used the brown as my lightest color. I didn't want the white to be the lightest color because I thought it might be too stark, but I really like this section with the 3 stripes. I think it looks really nice. This I kind of wish my white was the instead of the pink, but it's okay. Oh, I am ripping stitches off. Hold on. The nice thing about this yarn is it is very grabby, so it really sticks to itself. Okay, we're fine. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so just like overall thoughts, I worked on this section 2 on the plain. I ended up having to like rip back 3 wedges because I had missed a garter row and I knew that it was going to bother me. So I ripped back 3 sections and basically re-knit it all on the plain. Basically I did just like the end of Clue 1. All these wedges on the plain right here while alternating movies. I really like this section with the garter rows and the slip stitches. The welts were bananas. I literally watched the video of him do it and my mouth went. It was crazy. It was crazy. But it was really fun to do. And then I don't feel like my triangles in this section really show up well. I feel like the brown and the pink really blend together. I wish I had known how much they would play in this section, because I would have put a different color there. I probably would have put the white instead, but it's okay. And then the baubles. I'm really glad the baubles are in the orange. I do have one extra bauble than what is the bauble. I am, look, ripping it off. I have one extra bauble from the bauble count in the pattern, but I figure I'll just fix it on the next row. Just get the stitch count better. And yeah, hold please while I fix my stitches. Pretty sure I had like a watch your needle ends last Mr. Knit Along, so same thing again. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I have looked at what the final clue is. I'm not in it for like not knowing what the shawl looks like, and I've been looking at people's on Ravelry in the forums. I really like where the shawl is going and I just want to work on it. I really like where it ends up, so I'm very excited. I'm still undetermined if I'm going to do the brioche or the mesh, because I really like the mesh. I think it looks really nice, but it seems like everyone is doing brioche. So let me know, brioche or mesh? Which one are you doing? Which one do you like more? The mesh I think looks cooler, but I don't know if I will enjoy knitting the mesh. Let me know what you think. And yes, that is my shawlography. I am behind since the final clue is already out, but I'm enjoying the ride. It's mostly all my knitting time and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. And I really can't wait to see where it goes. The next thing that I have worked a lot on is living in this bag from Stolen Minutes. Thank you, Carrie, so much for this bag. She sent me this one in addition to the one that I gave out for a prize for the finish along, and I love it so much. It is so perfect for socks. So in here is living my Oktoberfest Socks by Susan Dittrich, and this is a free pattern on Ravelry. If you've ever watched the Bearded Purl, they've talked about this pattern, and so I cast these on for the Spooky Socks KAL in October because I thought they would be very fitting for the month of October. I obviously have not finished them for the end of October, but I can show you where I'm at. I am using a sock set from Chromatic Yarns. It is her sturdy sock set, which is a blue face luster and nylon blend, I believe. Yes. And the color is Halloween, so I thought it was very adequate to do for October. And this is where I'm at on the first sock. I'm using 9-inch circulars US 0 Xiaogu needles. I got these from Kay's, the Crazy Sock Ladies shop. And this is where I'm at. So it has a ribbing down the leg along with runaway yarn skein, along with the cable, which I'm unsure if you can see, but the cables look like little pretzels. Even if the cable's a little hard to see, I'm just really enjoying the socks. They're easier to see in person, I believe. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Since they do require a chart, I don't work on them as much. But these are going to be my 30 minutes of knitting in the morning, every morning, until I get these finished. I think I'm almost at the toe on this one. And yeah, I really love the blue face luster. I love the other socks I've made from Chromatic Yarns sturdy sock set. They've held up really well. They're very warm, and was excited to use these for Halloween, and I think the speckles are just a lot of fun. So I'm also, I think for these I did the cuff 10 rounds in the contrast color, and then I also did a heel flap and gusset with a garter ridge heel flap, which is different than what's in the pattern. And for the toe, I think I'm just going to do the main color. I also modified the pattern slightly because the smallest size is for like a normal 64 stitch sock, and I knit 56 stitch socks. So I just modified the pattern to do 56 stitches. I just follow the increase row that is in the pattern, and I will follow the decrease row for when I get to the toe, because it just adds 4 and decreases 4 stitches. And yeah, that's just how I modified it. The cable will be slightly less off center, but that does not bother me. I'd rather the socks fit. And yeah, I'm excited about these. I think with 30 minutes in the morning every morning, they will go a lot faster. I have also started my Desert Vista Dyework socks for November. I have not done much on them, so I'll just show you them very quickly. I'm using the colorway Guinness Storehouse from Desert Vista Dyeworks on her Viso base. I actually won the competition for, I believe it was October, and I found an inspiration photo of the Guinness Storehouse, and she dyed up the skein to match the photo. I'm knitting these for Shane, so they are 60 stitches on my US 0 9-inch circular. These ones are my Addy Sock Wonders, so a little less pointy, and the one needle is longer than the other, which I really enjoy. And I have done the cuff. I started these yesterday during a staff meeting and did the cuff basically, and that was it. So now they're on easy stockinette, good to go on the go knitting, which is perfect. So I can take them to the movie theater or when we're out driving around, because things are a lot more spread out here and driving takes a lot longer. So when I am the passenger, these will be perfect. And then this is my Knit One and Sew Two coffee project bag. It is my go-to bag for on-the-go vanilla sock knitting. Sorry, there's a dog outside and they are kicking up the grass. Anyway, so the last project that I've been spending time on, I do have other projects on the needles. They're actually in the closet behind me, but I'm trying to focus a bit to get things off, but we'll see. I bought this yarn before leaving Germany. I went to the yarn store, and these ladies at the yarn store just know that I will buy anything they show me. So I found a cardigan that they had knit in the store, and I tried it on. I thought it looked super cute, and I bought the exact same yarn they used in their sample. So this is the Jacke Modell 54 by Lena Grossa. It is a free pattern online, however, it is in German. I've actually typed it up for myself in English because it was kind of confusing, and I feel like I've figured it out. So I've typed it up for myself in English. I don't know if I can share it or link it, but if you need help, I can try to help. So in this, I am holding a bulky weight and a mohair together. And then this is the pattern. So this is what the yarn store sent me home with. All the directions in German. So I don't have the yarns with me, but it is Alpaca Moda, which is a bulky yarn. It is alpaca, merino, and polyamide. They're 50 grams each, 135 meters. And then I'm also holding it with a silk hair by Lena Grossa, which is a mohair, 70% mohair and silk. This cardigan is made in pieces, and then it will be seamed together at the end. And so I have finished the back piece. And it's only one size, but I tried it on in the store and it fit really nicely. It's a one size pattern. It's supposed to be oversized for most people. And so this is the back piece. Really exciting. It just has a couple rounds of garter at the bottom. You knit for a certain number of centimeters, and then we do some decreases for the armhole, and then a lot of decreases for the shoulder shaping. It's really hard to kind of show because it curls in on itself, but yeah, this is what's coming. It's really lovely to work on. It's very soft, and I'm becoming a pink person, which is bananas. I just want everything in pink. But I did add 10 extra stitches or 10 extra centimeters for the length of the body, and I think it will end up being okay. That's what the yarn store owners did as well, and I really liked the fit. And yeah, I'm kind of hoping for the best, as I've not done a pieced cardigan before. But I think it'll just be a perfect like throw on when it's cold, throw on type sweater. And the mohair and the fluffy alpaca bulky, it's just been very lovely to work with. So this is also a goal for end of November to get this done. And I have thrown it in my new Join the Stitches patched work bag. And I love it for this. And then the yarn, I've actually gotten that's why it's not in here, like one of those things you can put the yarn in and then pull so that it pulls from the outside and the yarn can spin around, because the yarns come in like pre-wound donuts and they're just a bit of a pain and sticky. So having something that they can spin on has helped a lot, rather than keeping them in the bag, because when they're in the bag, I had like every 3 or 4 stitches I had to like pull more yarn, which is not ideal. Yes, that's all the finished objects and the works in progress I have to show you guys today. Like I said, I have some other works in progress, but they are just not being worked on currently. They're currently hibernating, so maybe we'll see them again in the future. So to wrap things up, just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching and coming back. Or if you're new, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a bit of a new setup and episode style, so I hope you guys find it okay. I can't wait to keep showing you guys what I'm working on, and hopefully in the apartment soon it will look really nice and I'll have my own space again and my yarn and everything back. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps other knitters find us as well. Leave me a comment. What are you working on? I want to know. And I hope you guys are putting a little bit of love into every stitch you're knitting, and I can't wait to share with you guys again next time. Bye!